Goomba is the level 1 enemy. He's the first dude's head you step on in Super Mario. I'm sorry. Like a level 1 like Goomba. And he's using our energy. That's cool. Like I told him I wanted him to be a rapper. I think he had a great voice, and I think that he can do a lot of dope stuff. I really do. But I know bruh's crazy, and he needs real help. And you can't be riding around with him acting like he's not crazy. Like that ain't gonna happen again.
Hey guys, just a small reminder, I will be going live today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, for the people who are subscribed to my channel or thinking about subscribing to my channel, make sure the notification bell is on with the option all, so when I upload these videos, you are the first one to watch. So getting directly into the video, I did see a couple of channel holders who really peeped game on SOULAT throwing salt even after his new associate, someone who adopted him as her nephew, cleared up the smoke, put herself as a human shield when he was getting the beat down the day when they were in the parking lot at the barbershop, and when she got out, made it clear that that is a real marriage, and no one's gonna just, even if he is wrong, Goomba, no one's gonna just disrespect her husband. So I don't know why SOULAT is still entitled, now that he's back with Velvet, to have a voice, to just sit there and drag still Jaguar Wright's husband. I think that whatever how he feels about Jaguar Wright's husband going forward, now that she's out of that mental institution, he should keep that behind closed doors and not be public about that. He's public about it because right now he's in the algorithm. People are giving them some relevancy. Velvet and AKA the two baby nature boys, they're getting attention for the moment. We know that it'll drift off. It always does. But they're getting attention right now. And SOULAT's in his feelings, and he has every right to be. But there's a time and there's a place. And for you to be backstabbing and being two-faced, and saying this stuff like you're exposing what we already know, but you're just trying to reopen the wounds and remind people like you're a victim that Jaguar Wright's husband has mental health issues, like you don't have mental health issues yourself.
Y'all judge me however you want. I didn't do anything. Their relationship naturally unfolded like that. I was just there. I was just a scapegoat. Me and her happened to be in a cult. Me and her happened to be very talented with music. Me and her happen to have a lot of the same goals. We have a lot of the same interests. So shouts out to Jag, but you got something attached to you that, you know what I'm saying? We've seen what it do. You've seen how it affects people and affects the people around you. I believe in you, and I think you know what you're doing, and I think that you're going to handle everything accordingly. I choose love wins as well. I don't like to give up on people. However these people respond to this after this, I don't really care. Because that's where shadow work kicks in.
Right.
That's where it's up to them to prove how spiritual you really are. Mm-hmm. Because I've had to endure this over and over and over and over. I've had a million people get online and talk about us, and then y'all even do it passively aggressively, and then you do it behind their backs. On top of that, we're trying to tell this stuff to you in your face.
In your face, bro. You can't handle it. You can't handle it.
I've been on the phone with you telling you certain things. You're stuck.
And I expressed this. I said, if the type of person I am, I'm a natural communicator. But if I feel like I can't express to you and communicate with you the message that God is trying to send through me to give to you, I'm not going to be able to tell you. You're not going to be able to get it. And I'm not going to waste my time and my pearls on some shit don't matter. Like, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go my separate way. And that's exactly what I did. Period. Cool. Bye.
You know what I'm saying? Calling the kettle black. I thought that was real suspect of him to bring that up. And then to say he don't care who gets mad when he knows if he was in the presence of Jaguar Wright or a husband, he wouldn't even be talking or having that same energy if he was in front of them. But I hope that Jaguar Wright, somebody forwarded this information over to her, how, it's the flip-flop going on. And, she needs to stay away from SOULAT. SOULAT is an opportunist, and so is Velvet. And she should look at it like, let these people be who they are, and latch on to other people's energy to be relevant somewhere else. I think that Jaguar Wright has enough battles that she has to fight. And Solar, if you ask me, I think that he plotted this. He was waiting for the right time to be able to speak his piece, not knowing that, or maybe he does know it, that all it's going to do is bring smoke. Because soon as Jaguar Wright hears, oh, you're backstabbing me, you're backpedaling, then there's going to be a beef between Velvet, Solar, and Jaguar Wright. But those seeds could have already been planted to eventually do that if he got back with Velvet, to be warring on social media just to be relevant and to get the bag, because people love drama. But I just think that he's going about it the wrong way. And if he felt a certain way still about Goomba, I feel as though he should have kept it to himself and behind closed doors. If he considers Jaguar like family to him now, a supporter, or associate, or friend, he should have kept that to himself and said that to Goomba and Jaguar Wright. We should not have had to hear that conversation. If you feel that way, you're grown, you're entitled to feel that way, but I don't think that that was the time nor the place to be exposing or reopening wounds that, Jaguar Wright, she's out of control from time to time, a lot of times. But I think that she's really trying to get her production company up and running, her podcast and all that stuff. And I honestly think that she would probably fall back a little bit if she had a lot of stuff going on in her own life. And I just think that the people, places, and things that are close to her, she's got to reevaluate, including TT. She has to reevaluate, are they worth keeping those friendships? Because sometimes it's not you that is the problem, it's the people around you. For example, my mother used to always use this as an example of how others can bring you down, and it's not even you bringing yourself down. Like, you can have an apartment. 9 times out of 10, if a person gets evicted, like say for having too many people coming by and parties, and or just company and loud music and noise, 9 times out of 10, when you get kicked out of a place, especially if it's disturbing the peace, other neighbors around you, it's the people that you have company, the company that you have in your home, that'll help you get put out faster than you help yourself get put out. And it's the same thing in this situation. Jaguar Wright is the way she is because of the people and places and things that she surrounds herself with. They put batteries in her back. They put things in her ear, and she runs with it, not realizing, send yourself on this crash dummy move. Don't send me on it. Don't get me all hyped up to get myself in trouble or to make myself look like a fool. So she's got to really, love herself, reevaluate her situation, and she's gonna have to start removing people. And I think that if she would have taken the advice from people prior to SOULAT trying to latch onto her when Velvet had kicked him out for what, 10 days? They're allegedly saying he was gone. I thought it was longer that they had broke up. If she would have learned her lesson the first go around, like, that's not where it's at, he's, just leaving a cult, he can't be trusted, allegedly he ran off with, it could have been some of the PP loans or whatever they were that they had got, all that money. Yeah, some of those loans could have been in his name, but he stole Carbonation members' money, who probably eventually have to later on down the line answer to those loans. Not Natureboy, because they're in these people's names. When he left, he didn't just leave with his bags and his belongings. He left with something. I really strongly believe this, in my opinion. I'm quite sure there was a lot of information thrown in Jaguar Wright's ear, and she did not take key to it, and is now coming to bite her, because I feel as though that Jaguar Wright didn't deserve to have to meet Solar, and then now him backstabbing her now that he's back with Velvet, because I'm quite sure he probably thinks that they're going to be together for a lifetime, not knowing that Velvet is like a baby nature boy herself. She flip-flops, and if it ain't rough, it ain't right. She's going to always find flaws in something, and she's going to always feel as though she deserves better, even though she's another one that puts herself in these environments and around these people that are toxic like herself, and it's just not going to work out. He's going to have somewhere to go temporarily, and then he's going to be homeless again. So he should really watch his tone on what he says about people, because you never know when you'll need somebody again. And when you burn bridges with people, don't expect, sometimes people to be so forgiving.